Hello! It was just 3 minutes late. I was a bit faster with throwing the cats out of my room. Now I have to gather my references on stream. Hey! Hello! How's it going? I'm doing great. That sounded a teeny tiny bit erotic. I'm doing great. For once. Okay, let me collect myself for a minute. I just came back from grocery shopping. My boyfriend was like, oh yeah, I want to go grocery shopping. Just a teeny tiny bit, not a lot. We'll just walk there and get our stuff. And I was, okay, it's like 1.5 hours. I can do that. And, well, it took longer, as always. But I will not complain, because the men kept me fed, so... And by that I mean cooking. I'm not talking about financial support. Okay. Today we're gonna work on another commission. It's for das Onkelchen and his Pathfinder campaign. The catfolk woman grew big and feral. And I'm now illustrating that. This is actually only the rough draft. I still need to correct a bit. For example, she's not wearing her armor anymore and she's supposed to look feral, so I'm gonna see how far we're gonna get. I could just trace over that. No, I'm not gonna do it. See? It's already working. Okay, just gonna reduce it to the... stuff I need. No! Okay, and then I need a head in perspective. First, I'm gonna check out the chat. You guys are doing good. That's great. The forward side got ended way earlier than initially planned, but in the good way, right? In the way that you got accepted, and not in the way that you were thrown out. Congrats, in that case. Do I search for a... Probably I should search for both. For a head in perspective and a cat head in perspective. Okay, what happens when I Google cat head from below? Oh, I actually get useful results. I'm not used from that anymore. Usually Google kinda... Like recently, I also noticed that Google results got worse. Also flooded by AI, which is really bad. Because AI is not a good source for references. Spoiler. Okay, and now maybe... body in perspective from below. That's actually what I'm kinda looking for. Okay, great. In a good way. Congratulations then. DuckDuckGo results are as bad as always. Look, I'm gonna do my due diligence and not delete the source for my reference. I mean, I only need the head, so I know where to put her marks and everything. And I don't need the, because, you know, the conversions are for thumbnail, so I have this here, so I now know how to, like, base for no motives and everything. But now I don't need that. I'm stupid. I just deleted the... Ah. Do I still have it open? Okay, I still have it open. Thank God. Okay. I always do these things usually before the stream, but I didn't have time for it. I'm first gonna worry about the perspective. I mean, the perspective is a bit extreme. I kinda like it though. Lip. Always helps me to have the references in the same orientation as the artwork. It's one thing less I need to take, like... into consideration when looking at stuff. Oh no, it doesn't make... Great. I defeated the purpose of keeping the sign from the artist there by flipping it. Wait. Wrong layer. Transform. Flip. Okay, we're gonna focus on her for today. If I get to the trees, great. If not, I can do it later. Okay, now I have a chat open again. I have all my reference. Let's see what you guys talked about. Avatar VL's report a few days ago. Been rereading the comics it's been and read the new Azulante Spirit Temple one-shot today. Also made the not-so-wise decision of watching the last Avatar movie in its entirety for the first time. At least made me laugh a few times. But for the wrong reasons, right? I mean, maybe that's a good strategy, actually. Maybe, like, you know, watching the movie is a good prep to not despise the live-action adaptation as much. If it's bad. I mean, maybe it's good. I should watch the series in completion too. I don't think I have seen every episode. I don't know, I kind of realized that it doesn't have as much episodes as I thought. I always thought I missed a lot as a kid, but then I properly rewatched it and realized I missed, like, one episode, and even that episode I saw like once. Like, we always forget, depending on how old we are, how different watching a series was as a kid, because you would miss a broadcast and you would see things out of order and stuff like that, but you wouldn't even know. Because how should you know? It's not like back then I looked up episode guides. Okay, I need to like rearrange my tablet a bit. Okay, here we go. So there are several things that I don't like about the sketch. I kind of like the sketch a lot if it were a random cat, but she has like a more human body ratio because she's catfolk. I watched so many Clone Wars episodes so many times because it was always a rebrand. Yeah. I mean, me with Simpsons episodes, right? Just to get a feeling for things. You back! How do I do it? I mean, I could basically construct her anew. That would be nice. My boyfriend just suggested that I draw a chibi of our cat as Godzilla. That might be very much accurate. Just taking the piss out of that Dawn movie definitely made it easier getting hurt. I don't know if I watched the Avatar movie back then. Leo already got his meds. Can you stop using the cat to harass me, please? I need to work. Yeah, I think Iro was still like good. I haven't seen Godzilla -1 yet, devastatingly. I try to like... How do I construct this? I look at the body and I understand what's going on, but... I'm thinking a lot right now. I think I'm gonna sketch that one out first. But I have seen mixed reviews of Godzilla -1. It's not like with Shin Godzilla where I only heard good things. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty big problem that right now my perception is better than my draftsmanship. I see that I don't translate things correctly. You like it a bit more. That's interesting because I really like Shin Godzilla. I need to check it out either way. I'm quite a huge action fan, so yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna see. I guess Shin Godzilla can be a bit boring. Depending on how you see it. No, why do I need to cough? No. I think I need to use less cat proportion in the face. Just a teeny tiny bit less. Think about it more like a human. I mean, John Wick 4 was a hella a good action movie. It just never stopped. It just kept going, throwing awesome shit at you. I enjoyed that. Like, it's not like I dislike action. I like action quite a lot, actually. I just don't know how much action I want in a Godzilla movie, which might sound weird. But maybe... Like I highly enjoy how Godzilla movies work. And that they are like... It's a lot of, at least the ones that I like Shin Godzilla, it's a lot of like Japanese politics and stuff like that. Like that movie just was a lot of politicking as a way to like criticize how the government acted during the Fukushima disaster. I like that a lot. Hey, the thing is, how much is a catfolk head a human head, and how much of it is like... The thing is, I don't even know how much you will see of her in the end, because I'm gonna put her in darkness. To emphasize how big she is, because the sun is kind of blocked by her. I don't know how much I'm gonna stylize it yet. John Wick 4 could be the third best action movie after Mad Max Fury Road and Terminator 2. haven't seen those in a while. I just know that John Wick 4 is great. Also, despite those iffy interview snippets, having seen the last ML movie, I doubt Netflix will manage to mess things up that badly. That would be legendary, honestly. That would be like... I would need to compliment them for getting it that messed up. Okay, I'll do... I mean, I don't want it exactly like this because this one is like from an even steeper perspective than what I imagined. The trailer as a biopsy's material alone already have more soul than the entire last Eminem movie. That's true. Okay. I don't want to have two parallel conversations, but I'm going back to John Wick 4. I really like the bit where it was like one continuous shot from like a video perspective, top-down perspective. That was so freaking cool. Her hat got too big again. But thank God I'm not drawing this traditionally, so I can just take the hat and make it smaller. Maybe I should like try to copy the perspective, actually. Oh. Oh, I think it works for the pose, actually. I bet that shot will be replicated soon, at least in the next 2 years. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's inspiring. I don't see why that shouldn't be copied. Don't know if I'm actually skilled enough yet to do that shot. It's like... I mean, I currently, I drafted a practice schedule for me, where I like redo art basics and then go on to deeper stuff. And this is basically the goal, that I can draw perspective scenes like that. Like, first I'm gonna redo the hat in different perspective, and then I have an entire module that's about learning the body, and then the next step is like perspective, 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective, 3 point perspective, environment in perspective, and then figures in perspective. So it's okay that I'm not able to do this. But it's not okay that I'm not able to do it, because this is supposed to be. Something's wrong. This is supposed to be the shot. No, other way around. I have this area wrong. I can see it. I'm so silent because my head is working really hard to figure out how I need to proportionize this stuff. Ah! I really ought to watch the John Wick movies because Derek calls it supposed to do a Helsing live action movie. Oh. I mean, the John Wick movies, I haven't seen most of them actually. I only watched 4 with my brother, who I ask. I think that's like might be a great fit actually. I don't know, with Helsing I'm not as nervous about an adaptation because I think it can be translated pretty well to a movie. Okay, the boob. I squished the boob. Well. Ah, that looks better. Has its high point here. And then there. I'm so confused. Right. It's like I think I need to analyze that a bit. Up here. And then on this, the arm gets attached. And the boot kinda just okay. I understand it a bit better. Oh, this is gonna take a long time until I get it to a point where I think it looks decent enough. Also, if it gets made and it would get dubbed in German, I hope I bring back the anime VHS because Thorsten Münchhoff's Card was too good to let anyone else voice my character in German. I haven't actually watched Hellsing. I mean, I watched some of Hellsing at some point in my life, I'm pretty sure. But I haven't really watched it in its entirety yet. It's like one of these things that my siblings watched when I wasn't yet really old enough to watch it. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and sketch it out and attach it to that separately, which is a bit of bad practice, but it's better than keep guessing. Okay, I think I need to figure out the boobs because I don't want to pronounce her breasts too much. But Alucard was a lowly all along. Oh no! Right now she has a bit of a... I swear to God, for someone who had boobs all her life, I sometimes struggle a lot. I think for that perspective, I actually need to change the proportions of the face again. Just to make sure everything looks right. What does Poor Things have to do with getting a birthday present on Saturday? boob shadow meme with either Pepper with fucking uncomfortable or obviously then the character looks scared is slightly aroused. It's really difficult. Ah, I have to get into the city anyway. Ah, now I get it. We go into the movies. Okay, kinda like more available. Something else needs to be shaded. Have you guys seen the new Ghibli movie? It's such a fever dream. To think about it now because I don't know why I had to think about Studio Ghibli. God damn it. Thing is, she's supposedly turning feral, so I should cooperate that a bit more. Twice. Damn. When she's feral, should probably do this one. Aww. Because I missed the first 3 minutes the first time. That's an occasion. Okay, I think if I correct it a bit more while doing the line art and tinker her a bit more with it, I think this looks fine. Something. Third best Miyazaki movie for me. I don't know how I feel about the movie if I'm honest. I liked it. I was highly entertained by watching it. I'm sorry. But it was a bit much sometimes. It was a bit I don't want to call it confused or confusing. Let's just say the entire time I tried to like understand what's happening. And I tried to understand why I liked what I saw. And I still cannot really put it into words what I saw. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. But I mean, when you see it, like, not in the cinema, but on your own screen for the first time, you could actually, like, profit from it. I think sometimes, sometimes it's nicer to not have the big screen experience. I wish I mean the experience where other people comment the movie and stuff like that. I I cannot rank the movie yet. I need to watch it a second time sometime soon because I don't know what to think about it. I gotta compliment Miyazaki for turning off my analytical brain at some point. I mean, I once participated in a Ghibli podcast and made my official list. But I think if I would do a rewatch of every single Ghibli movie, which I actually plan to do at some point, without the purpose of like watching it for entertainment and for a tier list, I think I'm gonna progress the movies differently. Because I remember being a bit disappointed by Mononoke on that watch, and I'm not sure if that's a correct feeling I had. Or if I was just in the bad mood for it. I like Porco Rosso a lot. I don't know why, but I like the pig movie a lot. Kiki's Delivery Service, wild cliche to have as a favorite film, I really liked. Or at least parts of it I really liked. I think the final conflict is a bit hastily added. I really like The Wind Rises. I really do. Nausicaa too. Chihiro's... I just want Spirited Away. Chihiro's Rise in Sauberland. Spirited Away is like... It's like... a perfect movie. Like, I cannot say what I would have done differently or what I would have done differently, but it's not my favorite. I think on my original tier list, it's my favorite. But when I think about it now, why I really love it and think it's probably his best movie, if you like consider a lot of it. It's the most polished. It's the most that has like everything clicks, right? Like, for example, what did not work for me with Mononoke were a lot of the characters, not every single one. Lady Eboshi is peak. But I actually like Mononoke herself and the protagonist not as much, and that's, for example, a thing I don't have with Spirited Away. So when I look at it, it's like his best, but it's not my favorite. Does that make sense to say? But I think the thing that I realized the most as I rewatched every single Ghibli movie is that reducing Ghibli on Miyazaki is a crime. Oh yeah, for example, one thing with Princess Kaguya, I remember being kinda underwhelmed by it when I watched it for the cast, and then I watched it a second time and I cried and it really touched me. And I think that just speaks volumes for that you have to be sometimes in a certain mindset for movies, and watching a film to critique it and to rank it kinda sometimes drops it from an experience. The Cat Returns was just kind of weird, man. At least that's what it was my memory. It's like not one of the ones that I would return to. I have also not seen every single Ghibli movie because I could not finish the Earthsea movie done by his son. And I haven't seen the new movie from his son yet. Not because I don't want it on principle, I just haven't come to it. Yeah, the series I also haven't watched. I watched, I think, everything until The Wind Rises. Or something along those lines. So I have like 1 or 2 projects missing. Miyazaki's poor son. The poor man. But the thing is, I can totally understand Miyazaki leaving the cinema because I quit watching the entire movies. Maybe I wouldn't have done it if it would have been my son's movie though. Parenting advice. Don't leave the cinema. Even if your son's movie premiere is kinda meh, maybe you should not leave the cinema while watching it to go shitting on it. Yeah, waiting for the right mood is perfect. Do it. Otherwise it just ruins the experience, and that's a shame. FC is not nearly as bad as people make it out. I cannot comment on it. It bored me out. I actually don't think it was a bad movie. I just thought it was very, very, very boring. I couldn't connect with it. And when watching it next to all the... Like, I watched it in a marathon, right? Because we did, like, a cast every week. So every week or 2 weeks or something... I actually don't know if we actually kept in schedule, but I had to watch like Ghibli movies a lot, and in comparison that one just... I think maybe if like watching it out of context it gets better and not as boring and terrible. But back then at least I couldn't bear it. Problem with line art is... you know just what looks really wrong when you finish it. I'm always scared with pics like these to go into the line art. I don't want to know how toxic Miyazaki is to fucking everyone. Yeah, that man. He's such a bitter man. Like, that's his bad branding. A bitter, bitter man. I really respect him, but I also don't want to become him. And get jaded by the world. Der miese Peter schlechthin. That's true. I completely understand why you resorted to a German word for that. Very German, yes. Yes, definitely. Like, that behavior of Miyazaki kinda resonates with a part of me in my... Like, basically, when I am very pessimistic and in a very, very bad mood and I get very cynical, then I become Miyazaki. Not necessarily the toxic part of Miyazaki, but like the the anime was a mistake part of them. So that part, I kind of feel him sometimes. And I don't think that's a good thing. Oh yeah, Stop People Nikun is on my watch list. That's on my list. I mean, when I watch anything from the 80s, I expect things to be dated. I'm a historian. Watching media in context of its time is my passion or something. I guess that she has more real cat proportions is very on brand for her going feral. I feel like maybe the eye placement is a bit... Why am... What did I... How did I... No! Thank you. Anime was a mistake. It's not even true. I know. But that's the vibe he gives off. You mean Miyazaki is like an OG otaku? He's like the airplanes are great otaku. That's something that disappointed me a lot. There was not an entire plane in Miyazaki's new movie. There were the windows of airplanes, but not an airplane. Oh, I haven't seen the AI animation thing. Oh no, I missed that. Ah, okay, I think I found the source of my problem. Could very well be that all the things I'm drawing right now will get lost because I'm gonna darken her body up. Because I also don't want to just do the... Oh, I mean, I could just do the furry boobs, I guess. And get around my problem. I'll think about that. I think it's very interesting with Miyazaki though how much he how he's like struggling with his love for airplanes and a lot of war machines and his pacifism. I think that's a very interesting facet of a man. And being torn between technology and machines and nature. People also use that clip for a conversation nowadays. Though it has nothing to do with AI nowadays. I still cannot feel like he's a fan of AI. How AI bros use it and try to sell it. Even though, you know, the Japanese are kinda a bit too eager to accept new technology like that. Not saying that AI cannot be great. Like, as a tool, it can be used, but probably not how people want to sell it. I don't think I want my art to be roasted by Miyazaki. I don't think I would need that in my life. Maybe when I'm older I want to say, but then he's dead. So, she's off model, but I think that's fine. I think for what I'm doing, it's fine. It looks better than I expected. The Undertale music makes me so happy. My mood lifted. I think I'm just gonna furry boobs. Makes it usable for YouTube. He's a cat, she cannot be nude. Right? Woo! Safe. Okay, the thing is, how am I gonna stylize it? I think I'm gonna figure that out now. Also, I don't need a clip of Papa Miyazaki shitting on AI. I mean, it can add something to the conversation if he says something useful. Or insightful. Just a teeny tiny bit smaller. Okay. There are probably dozens of things that are wrong with it, but it looks better than I expected it to look, so I am happy and satisfied with myself. Well, I kinda like the sketch where she looked like she's just a giant What do you call the Glückskatze in English? Lucky cat? Like the one's fed. Read. Always happy when German dubs sound good, even though I don't watch them. Mostly. I watched the one for Demon Slayer because my boyfriend wanted to like do stuff in the kitchen while we watch it. But then Netflix did not have more dub and we switched to Crunchyroll to get more German dub and then they didn't have it even though they said they had it, but they haven't had it yet. Because they don't properly label if they have German sub or dub. Did I ever say that I am generally not really satisfied with Crunchyroll as a user experience? Okay. First I'll do the usual thing, which is... Woo. Oh, I didn't close the arm there. Whoopsie daisy. Oh yeah, Zuko's VA is definitely really good. I prefer digital coloring so much over traditional, even though I really like traditional in and of itself, but doing it myself hurts. Okay. That seems oddly specific. Why do you want that VA to moan? Oh no, I'm getting hungry. Okay, I think with this one I can actually... apply it a more rougher. Take the tone. I think I wanted the base to be a bit more gray. Yeah, better. Much better. I don't know, Dr. Stone never interested me that much. But I bet he did a good job on that. I watched Premiere in German the first time. Such a fun movie. Yeah, for me it was Demon Slayer, I think. We like looked into the one for no reason. It just sounds cool. Okay. Did not comment further on that. We looked into the one for Dungeon Meshi. I prefer the Japanese dub over everything else. I am sorry, I'm often a purist when it comes to that. Not necessarily because I think it's always better, but I don't know, I see how the characters act, and I know how it would be voiced in Japanese, and I think it suits it better most of the time. I know the perspective is not perfect, but I'm kind of proud of him. The thing is, I love Senshi's Japanese voice too much to switch. Because he has exactly the one I thought they would get for him. Oh no, I'm stupid. Wanted to apply the right not on the same layer, but on the one above. Good thing I have a blender. Let's just blend over it. I mean, it's not important. But I wanted the white to, like, be above it. Oh, her eyes kind of glim. Okay. Did I just... Now I'm above it. Classic digital artist. Wrong layer, TM. Perfect, thank you. Still have a lot of ways to go, but I can feel me improving. It must have sounded cool in German. I think Laios bothered me kinda. Thought he was a bit hell, like his voice was not as I expected it to be, I guess. Okay, Hertha is like the main shadow work. We'll just go and grab the color from that one. I just remembered I have a new eraser that erases along the edges. And it does not work. Why you not work? Do not cross lines of reference layer. Why do you do it then? Why does it do it? No, okay, I have to do it the usual way then. My line out is too messy. I cannot use the cool things that Clip Studio can do. Other than that, I am currently watching The Office for the first time. And I realized I really grew to really love the mockumentary style. Like, I don't know why, but characters in a mockumentary setting suddenly acknowledging that the camera is actually held by a cameraman in universe makes it really fucking funny. I think that's way too funny. It's the same as Deku! Oh no! Okay, so I remembered that correctly, that it was really... Okay, here's the thing I often do. I want to find out how I want to light stuff. I can use... I use for lighting that the 3D models have. It's the other way around. Ah! Okay, maybe it's easier to like put in the shadow and then erase the shadow. Now that I look at it that way. Tone. That's a bit much. I should probably do it as a multiply layer. And then put it over everything else. Yeah, it's an amazing series. But I have to grow on it. But the same was with me with Arrested Development. I just had to get into the... Like, the humor of this series is more low-key. And I had to get used to it after watching, like, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where the humor is very snap, snap, snap. You're right. I like summoned Bullin's voice in my head, and you're right. It's his voice. How does the light reach that part of the breast there? When like all... I guess because it sticks out? Maybe? Not sure about it. I'll just put it here. And hope that's correct. I really like these textured markers. I really like to work with them. Because it comes slightly from below and it like... Ah, okay. See? I understand what I'm doing. And then I use a blender to kind of get it back in. Like this. Nope. Don't want it that. The Netflix series is good, and Civil Love very dare to depth Korra. Yeah, that's true. But isn't Korra also the one where they could potentially fix stuff in adaptation because Korra had a bit more gaping flaws? And they could make the lesbian gay representation canon in there. That they got denied when they did it for a child audience. Hey, glad you like it so far. I don't know if the Avatar live action is gonna adapt everything. They'll start with book 1, yeah. I think no one knows yet how much we're going to adapt though. Ah! I mean, makes sense that the light comes from down behind, because in my head it was like the sun already went down a bit. Not as feral looking as I wanted it to, but the perspective looks good. I think I couldn't have done a more wild pose. I think then I would have sit here and cried on stream. How am I gonna do this? I don't know how to do this perspective. That artist sounds. Censored her boobs with to make it YouTube friendly. For the thought that absolutely does not. I mean, 11 a.m. Nah, that's too late to have like a rising sun, I guess. Ah, looks cool. Doesn't matter. You could also just say that she's so huge that she just blocks the sun out. In that case, I can make more omnidirectional lighting, I guess. It could fix some things where I have less issues with Korra than most. For example, the huge ghost or if America could look very wrong in real life action. That's true. At least your comics gave us proper representation for Korra and Asami. Yes! He got another good card. Oh no. But the bad cards are the fun part. I mean, sometimes it just works out like that. Wait for it. It will be bad soon enough. Okay, I'm gonna do a bit more anime effect here. And just leave that completely dark, even though it doesn't make completely light. Even though it does not necessarily make sense. Giant woman, a giant woman. All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant. Just keep pulling cards until something fun happens. Yeah, I also have not watched them in English yet. The German dub of Avatar is too good to, like, not watch it. The thing I recently... Have I already talked about it on stream? I rewatched Steven Universe. And now it's more present in my consciousness right now. And I watched parts of the German dub, and not gonna lie, I don't like it, but good that kids can watch it if they want to. And understand it in German. But the songs just don't hit the same as they do in English. I'm gonna fill in the ears for some pig. Ah! I mean, I can draw above it, I can just erase it. There we go. I think I'm gonna finish her mostly today, and then I'm gonna do the trees tomorrow. I'll need to figure them out too. I mean, German versions of songs can slap really hard. It's like the old Disney covers and stuff like that. I sometimes feel that song translation lost a bit of its bite at some point. Oh, that's multiplayer. There's. What I was looking for. Don't spill. I don't know, I feel like in the recent years, a lot of German covers don't work as great. The playlist is not looping. Why is the playlist not looping? Do. Giant kitty. At the beginning, I thought this is going to look horrible. I am pleasantly surprised. About an alien girl who is a giant. I mean, with the, like, giant woman, when I tweeted recently that a giant woman appears on screen and I pointed it and I say, a giant woman. That was not exaggerated. That was the truth. Cannot see a giant woman in media without singing the Steven Universe song. I just cannot. I'll play around with the brightness a bit later when I do the last touches, I think. Also Mount Lady comes in mind. Yeah, or Ponyo's mom. It's also a giant woman TM. Giant woman. And now I'm gonna add actual light. Not just the absence of shadow, but also sunlight. Don't know yet how I'm gonna add it though. I'm gonna play a bit. Do it roughly and then see. Resident Evil Lady, yes. That's also a candidate. Candidate. English is sometimes very random when it comes to pronunciations. What happens if I put it under the... Oh, I think I like that more. Not over the shadow layer, but under it. That looks more natural. And what I like to do is to just have these harsh edges added. As highlights. Sparingly. Gonna add a forest above her. I think it should work out. Yeah. Now I just need to draw real trees and not just black silhouettes. But I also need to, like, adjust the trees properly to the perspective. Oh, it's gonna be harsh. I mean, I have some tree brushes. Not what I'm gonna use in the end, but just to... Put everything into one folder. Makes my life easier. Kara also turns into a giant woman. I never watched Kara completely, but through her avatar mode, I guess, right? I mean, I have like a red thingy for the logo title thingy. But if you want, I can adjust the positions completely correctly within the frame from the beginning, so that you only need to make some adjustments. Usually I design them to be moved around a bit so that if something doesn't work in the end, that it can be moved around a bit. still need to test around a bit with environmental stuff. Concentrated on characters for so long that sometimes hard to like nail nature. When I think about it, I didn't know that Korra had Max in it. Damn. Okay, that's getting a bit much. Damn. Okay, this could actually add a nice bit of texture. We need to add tree stems so it's clearly that those are trees and we're just not like watching her behind the bushes. Maybe I should add the sky so it gets clear. I mean, I have like tree bark and stuff. Yeah, but they don't work in color. In that regard, these brushes were a bit more clear. I think I will need to figure that out tomorrow. Probably something along those lines. Yeah, I think I need to add sky so that it's clear that it's above the trees. I'll figure something out until tomorrow, I think. In my sketch, I had the person for scale. think that doesn't necessarily do what I think it would do. I actually think a person down here would look more like a tiny person than like a... If I put like a sky up there that is like a fish island, and the clouds kinda make it clear, I think in that case... I mean, the thing is I have the figure done, so the environmental stuff should be doable. I just realized Clip Studio has like an effect so I can do a fish islands. Wait, I'm gonna try something out. I think I actually have clouds somewhere that I could use. Oh no, that's just tree lighting. That's rain, that's rain, that's rain. Nature? I'm not gonna use them, I'm just gonna use them to experiment if I can just draw clouds and then go to filter. Oh yeah! I think that way I can make the effect more clear. One day I'll be good enough to not need filters. I can just draw the perfect rock perspective shot. Maybe I'll also put some mountains in the bag, just to make the scale clear. That's the wrong kind of distortion. Oh, I know what's wrong. I locked the transparency. Okay, that way I can just distort from there. Okay, I think if I play around with it... I'm curious. I never actually used the distortion thing on a character. What happens when I distort? That's maybe a bit too much. more flat that way. Ugh. Ugh. Nah. Not gonna use it for her. Distorting the trees and the clouds with the fish islands might help convey what needs to be conveyed. Could also add very small people down here. Really small people. Maybe I should consider it. Oh my god, the easiest shortcut. Just a few plants. That might actually not be stupid. Yeah, I was thinking about like the stems to apply them in here, but in that case I need to look at a reference and see how actually trees look from beneath. I think that will also help. I'll just need to play around with everything. I think that's gonna be it for today. I am very hungry. Now that I think about it, it's gonna have a bit of light coming from here too, because of the reflection from the trees. I think something along those lines is gonna already put her into perspective. I just need to play around a bit. Throw spaghetti at the wall and see what keeps sticking. Probably not at the sun though. I think that's a bit too much. Nah. Man. Don't want to overdo it. That could also help. throw small spaghetti at cat. I think the surroundings are gonna be homework for tomorrow. Brainstorm a bit. I thought there was like an effect to put in a lens. I'll see. Yeah, there is actually. Shading assist, convert to broad color, remove tones. No, I'll see. But I mean, from this perspective, it already doesn't look like we're just sitting behind a bush and peep at a lady, cat lady. This already looks more like giant woman. I could also add a character's forehead. Not forehead. Like this is behind a character. Put a nose there. And a mouth going where? Right? Going where? God damn it. Going where? I'll see what I'll come up with. Okay. We have been almost streaming for 2 hours, and I am hungry and tired. And we've come further than I thought. I thought I wouldn't be able to finish her today. I thought I'd be stuck at sketching for much longer. Okay. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for writing so actively in chat. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Hope it was fun to write and listen as well. I will need to check if I can resume streaming weekly next month on. I'll have to see how much like I have already done with my bachelor's degree and everything. Then good night and have a great week. Bye. Wait, I need to do the proper thing. No.